Call this meeting of August 5th to order at 9:30. And we'll start with the prayer. Almighty God, we give thanks for the great blessings which have been bestowed on Canada and its citizens, including the gifts of freedom, opportunity, and peace that we enjoy. Guide us in our deliberations as township councillors and strengthen us in our awareness of our duties and responsibilities. Grant us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to preserve the blessing of this country for the benefit of all and to make good laws, wise decisions. Amen. Moved by Darrell McLaughlin, seconded by Terry Miller. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region adopt the agenda for the August 5th, 2015 regular meeting. All those in favor? Opposed, if any? Carried. Moved by Terry Miller, seconded by Darrell McLaughlin, be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region adopts the minutes of the July 22nd, 2015 Council and Committee and regular Council meetings. Any questions? All those in favor? Opposed, if any? Carried. That's the list. Yeah. Oh, do I have to read them all? Yes. All right. We'll give it a shot anyway. Moved by Chris Olmsted, seconded by Darrell McLaughlin, be it resolved that the Public Works Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region recommends that Council award the double surface street tender DS 15-2 to Greenwood Paving in up to the amount of $185,859.01, including, no, we decided to, that's stricken.
That was withdrawn. I'm sorry.
That's stricken.
That's the wrong thing. That was withdrawn.
Yeah. Moved by Darrell McLaughlin, second by Terry Miller. Thanks, Terry. You printed that one. I could read it. Be it resolved, the Public Works Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region direct staff to retender, to tender out the double surface treatment work for Magnesium Road. Any questions? Darrell, Councillor McLaughlin.
I'm just wondering if we could possibly do that on a per kilometer basis, and hopefully maybe would have a little bit of extra. Maybe I could get Bill to speak. There is a big, and a lot of people know that piece that goes on the Kerr line that should be addressed as well. So I'll let Bill.
What I will do is I checked the length of the road. It's 2.7 kilometers. Excuse me. So what I will do is I'll put it the tender for a base price for 2.7 kilometers as well as a unit price per kilometer for additional work at blank. And then when the price comes in, the tender comes in, you can award the 2.7 kilometers of Magnesium Road as well as any other work that you would like to that fits within the budget for this year, if that would suit.
On Kerr line, I would suggest we
wherever
specify
you
that. Okay. 2.7. that would mean we'd have to scarify it, and put our own gravel on just to keep the price in line.
10-4, yep, absolutely.
We'll read this again. Moved by Darrell McLaughlin, seconded by Terry Miller. Be it resolved, the Public Works Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region directs staff to tender out the double surface treatment for work on Magnesium Road 2.7 kilometers and a per kilometer price for additional double surface street work, and I'd have to put a and in. And we will scarify and add gravel where required. Everybody okay with that? Councillor McLaughlin? Everybody's okay? All those in favor? Opposed, if any? Carried. Moved by Darrell McLaughlin, seconded by Chris Olmsted, be it resolved that the Public Works Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region recommend the council award the gravel crushing tender to GP Splinter in the amount of $58,308, including tax. All those in favor? Carried. Moved by Chris Olmsted, seconded by Darrell McLaughlin, be it resolved, the Public Works Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region directs staff to put the Foresters Falls pumper truck back into the hull but not in frontline service. All those in favor? Opposed, if any? Carried. Be it resolved that the Public Works Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region recommends that council approve the request from the Branch 550 Cobden Legion for the Public Works Department to install 2 handicap parking spots, painting and signage directly in front of the Legion building. All those in favor?
Oh, can we just discuss that for a second?
Sure.
Can you also put in there with, I don't know how you would say it, like the county has to be involved as well?
It's on county property.
Yeah. I should have
Let's ask them to do it. Have you?
That's no man's land there, right? That little strip of
They've got a
asphalt?
painting unit though out on the go right now.
I can ask them.
Yeah, just ask them first, but then we'll put that in consultation.
Coordination.
That's why I failed great fun. I didn't fail. Councillor McLaughlin?
This is on the street, is that where they want them? Is that
It's the
correct?
strip of asphalt between the gutter and the sidewalk. So when the Legion contacted the county, they said, get a hold of the township. Because even though the right-of-way is owned by the county, we maintain the sidewalks.
Okay.
That strip of asphalt where cars park, we call that no man's land because the county doesn't want to look after it, but it's not our property to look after.
I understand all that, but they do have a parking lot as well, do they not?
Yes, but what they're looking for is access off of a hard surface onto a sidewalk with ramp, right where it is,
So
and into the front door.
So what you're saying is that would be the only appropriate?
That's what
Place
they've
is that-
asked for,
Okay,
and I told them I would bring it to council.
okay. I just was a little confused because they do have their own parking lot as well.
Yeah, but I believe it's because it's gravel, that's why they're looking at.
All right, no, that answers my question then, thank you.
All those in favor? Opposed, if any? Carried. Moved by Dave McCoy, seconded by Kathy Regier. Be it resolved that the Recreation Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region recommends that council post boat launch signs at all 6 water entry points, naming the water body, further 911 civic address. Signs should be posted at all boat launches to facilitate emergency services. All those in favor? Opposed, if any? You have a question, Councillor McLaughlin?
Does anything have to be put in there that staff decide the sizes? Does that need to go in there, Christine, or are we fine just the way it is?
Yeah, I think you're fine leaving that with us. I know what you want.
Okay, that answered my question. Thank you.
All those in favor? Carried. Moved by Darrell McLaughlin, seconded by Chris Olmsted. Be it resolved that the Public Works Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region recommends that council approve the installation of 4 donated bollards from, no, that's from Base Bit of Wawa. I guess it doesn't matter at this point. They were just transported by. Yeah, 4 donated bollards to be installed at the ends of the walking path behind the sewer plant to restrict machine access. All those in favor? Passed. Be resolved that the moved by Darrell McLaughlin, seconded by Kathy Regier. Be it resolved that the Recreation Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region recommends that council approve the Cobden and District Civitan Club's request to build an amphitheater in the area of the tourist booth and gazebo to be used for local performances, in principle, upon the presentation made by the Civitan Club. Council requests that any discussion of the playground structure in the Cobden Park be coordinated through Environmental Services Manager Steve Hodson. There are very specific types of playground equipment and installation that need to be used to meet the liability insurance needs of the structures on municipal-owned lands. All those in favor? Carried. Moved by Kathy Regier, seconded by Dave McCoy. Be resolved that the Environmental Services Committee recommend to council to direct staff to hire a full-time, part-time individual to work at the landfill site. All those in favor? Carried. We'll try and get that, yeah. Moved by Terry Miller, seconded by Darrell McLaughlin. Be resolved that the Protective Service Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region recommends to council that the Ellis family be exempt from existing bylaw and may continue existing bylaw that addresses keeping poultry in Whitewater Region and limits the amount of, to be poultry hobbyists due to exceptional circumstances and is limited to the amount of chickens on site as of August 5th, 2015. All other residents will be expected to abide by bylaw 010945 section 3.1. All those in favor? In favor or asking a question? Okay, Councillor McLaughlin.
I just wondered, do we need to keep that, Christine, that last part in the motion about all other residents, or could that?
All other residents will be expected to abide by the bylaw as it exists.
I think it's important to keep that in. That's what was passed at committee.
Okay, no, I just wondered if that had to be left in the motion, that's all. Okay.
At this point, yeah. All those in favor? Carried. Moved by Terry Miller, seconded by Hal Johnson. Be it resolved that the Protective Services Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region directs staff to paint the front windows at the Beachburg House located at 1802 Beachburg Road due to the property standards issue. Councillor McLaughlin.
I'm just wondering if somebody else should be put on that motion rather than yourself, because now we're in council.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay?
Are you willing to
I am.
be the
I would be the seconder.
Moved by Terry Miller, seconded by Darrell McLaughlin. Be it resolved that the Protective Services Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region directs staff to paint the front windows at the Beachburg House located at 1802 Beachburg Road due to the property standards issue. All those in favor? Carried. Moved by Terry Miller, seconded by Dave Mackay. Be it resolved that the Protective Service Committee of the Township of Whitewater Region directs staff to put out an RFP for the frontline pumper fire truck. All those in favor? Carried. Moved by Darrell McLaughlin, seconded by Terry Miller. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region approve that the following bylaw be introduced, read, dealt with, numbered, signed by the mayor and clerk, and sealed and recorded in the bylaw book. Number 1, 1508, -807 hazardous waste agreement. All those in favor? Carried. Councillor McLaughlin.
I direct this to Steve. Have you set a date yet, Steve? For the fall hazardous waste?
Yes, it's September 12th.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's also included in the newsletter that's going out in the tax bills right now.
Okay. Yep. No, that's perfect. Okay. Moved by Darrell McLaughlin, seconded by Terry Miller. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region receives and files correspondence 1 through 4. Any questions? All those in favor? Carried. Okay. So we did that before our announcements. Yeah. Moved by David Mackay, seconded by Kathy Rager. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region agree to support the request made by the Cobden Agriculture Society to supply township trucks for garbage, supply some clay fill for the Derby pit, and assist with the food concession booth. All those in favor? Councillor McLaughlin.
I'm just wondering, when you have, the food booth in there, has anybody contacted, Brian Hamilton? Because, I think as if everybody's working, if it's Friday morning, I certainly will not be there.
It'll have to be in an evening or on the weekend.
Friday morning from 10 until 2.
No, can't do. Councillor Rager?
Okay. Do you want to just take that part out there then? Put it there, be good?
Yeah.
Just stroke it up there.
And we'll take out and assist with food concession booth at this point. We can volunteer that anyway. All those in favor? Carried. Sorry.
Just want to make very sure that Brian is aware that there will not be anyone there from 10 to 2. That because the last 4 years has always been, and it's a busy time preparing. So as long as they're aware that he's going to have to find other people at that time.
Yes.
Thanks, Danielle.
That's the easy way to do it. Councillor McLaughlin?
But are we still willing to do it at a different time?
Yes.
Okay, no, I just want to make sure so that
I think we
Danielle
are.
has, direction.
Yeah, not. Yep. That should be good, eh? Who's in favor of that? Okay. Councillor announcements? No, we have to, oh yeah, sure. No, we did pass that one, okay. Any councillor announcements? Reeve Miller.
Two things. I just want to let you know, our next meeting's 2 weeks from tonight. Is that correct, first? Okay. I may or may not be here. I'll be driving from North Carolina home that day. If I make it, I make it. And if I don't, I don't. So you're warned. Second thing, a week from tomorrow, August 13th, McEwen's up at my former business are having a big barbecue. Neil Hawthorne's coming, doing beef on a bun. Church groups doing baked beans. There's drinks. It's all free. Everybody's welcome. Community is as important to us as farmers on these things, and I just want you to know you're all welcome to come in and have a bite to eat. Food will be served from 11:30 till 1:30, and you can get a little tour of the facility. They've cleaned it up a lot, grew some crops out back. They're going to do plot tours and that type of thing. So you're all welcome. I know you all work too, but if you have an extra half hour, please come up. You'll be welcome. That's it.
Councillor Mackay.
I'd like to, on behalf of Beachbridge Fair, thank the township and all the staff for helping us out with the trucks and putting calcium on the track and stuff like that. Thanks, Bill. And the food booth, yeah, right, sorry.
Hell, listen,
Oh, he does, yeah. Thank you.
Any other announcements? No? Okay. Moved by Dave Mackay, seconded by Kathy Ragier. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region approve that the following bylaw be introduced, read, dealt with, numbered, signed by the mayor and clerk, and sealed and recorded in the bylaw book. Number 1/1508-808, confirmation bylaw. Those in favor? Carried. I don't know why I keep doing that. Moved by Dave Mackay, seconded by Kathy Ragier. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region adjourns the meeting of August 5th, 2015 at 9:55.
Cool.
All those in favor?